What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We're at Daytona, under the lights, at the road course. That's right. Instead of having two races here on the oval each season, the Daytona 500 will be the sole race on the oval. And this race will now be held on the road course going forward. Both of these tracks are amazing. This track also a novelty with the 24 Hours of Daytona for sports car events. So this will definitely be an interesting dynamic with these cars on this track as we get ready to get things underway. Hamlin, your pole sitter on a generational run this season. 24 Jeff Gordon right there to his outside. Ian Slager, back-to-back races here. Oh, wait, this is supposed to be on NBC. Whoops, hold on, 2 seconds. Well, a half second for you guys. It's going to be a quick jump. Hold on. And we're back. Just like that, we're on the right ticker. We're back on NBC. Yes. Hello, long time no see. We're on NBC, getting ready to kick things off on the Daytona road course. After a few seasons away from this track, remember, this used to be the track that we ran just after the Daytona 500. We used to go ahead and change the layout and race here in the middle of the week. But instead of doing that, we're going to use this layout for the second race of the season rather than the oval once again. Trying to get away from doing too many repeat tracks. So the only track that we should have repeating is Atlanta and Talladega. Only repeating Atlanta because Lanier is too small for all the Cup cars, or really all the top three series in general. And what was I about to say? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. My mind's going blank. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, Lanier's too small. Road Atlanta just didn't work. And the two lower series. So we're not even going to get there in this season, this season. So that's going to be off the schedule. But yeah, getting ready to get things underway here at the Daytona road course. Fans are on their feet as we hit the gas. Green flag is in the air. And through turn one and into the S's for the first time. Couple cars getting the wall there as it checks up big time, but they're all going to make it through with no incident, it seems. So you see Eric Almirola further back, Ricky Regan-Smith right in front of him. They all made it. Slager's up to second, looking to avenge his loss in the Grand National Series earlier this year. Ian Slager, the Canadian, gonna try and run down Denny Hamlin for the top spot. Tony Stewart, Clint Boyer won the last race at Sonoma. Boyer's up here as well. Don't count him out. Marcos Ambrose is somewhere in the field. There he is back there. I'll be watching to see if he can fight through the field as well. Look at this bump drafting. We're going to see a lot of that. This is a nice hybrid between the super speedway Daytona that we're used to, that we know and love, and the road course. As we'll be seeing bump drafting here on the big oval parts of the racetrack. Now, as you can see, they did add a hideous looking chicane here as an effort to slow the drivers down. We don't want them going 200 into turn one and potentially having a brake failure and completely overshooting and not being able to stop and plowing into the field on the other side. We also have a tire barrier right there so that drivers don't hit the butt end of that wall. So yeah, safety in mind with that. The installation of that chicane, as you see Kyle Busch moving to the inside on Dale Jr. there, side by side off the corner. That's essentially Kyle's old car that he just passed right there. So as we watch this race play out, I'm going to be looking at the midfield battles a little bit because we get to see some of this right here. Bump drafting here on the road course. Well, not quite there, but we did see it a little bit earlier. So some close racing, just like we see on the ovals here on the road course. Hamlin, a little bit shallow out of the bus stop back there on the back straightaway. As he moves around trying to break the draft a little bit through oval turns 3 and 4. Slager drives it in deep and catches that 11 car. And he's getting a good push from Jeff Gordon as well. Chevy's working together to try and take the race lead as Hamlin wants to hang on to the top spot. Slager is going to move inside. He's going to push him. He's going to hook him sideways. Hamlin's in the grass. He hangs on. Gordon's right there as well. Slager side by side with Hamlin, pinches him. Hamlin slides. Slager takes the lead, and Gordon is going to try and slip through for second. Hamlin on the inside fighting back. Gordon in the international horseshoe there, trying to hang on to the second spot as we head through the kink. Still side by side. Hamlin is able to stay on the racetrack as we head down into the West Horseshoe. Epic battle for second place here. Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon fighting tooth and nail for it. Hamlin drives in deep, heading out back onto the oval. Somehow keeps his nose to the outside of Gordon, as now Hamlin has the momentum on the oval, fighting back to the outside of Gordon's car. He's going to have the run off the banking here, down the back straightaway into the bus stop. Big braking and clear for Denny Hamlin. The field starts to spread out a little bit. We're seeing less and less of that bump drafting, but if we get a caution, we'll be sure to see more of that. Defensive line from Hamlin down in the turns 1 and 2 yet again. Gordon doing his best. Try and reel him back in. Look at this. Burton inside of Martin. Couldn't quite get there. They're starting to spread out with every spot there. The entire, what's this, top 8? It's completely spread out. Top 9. The first car is battling, or at least close enough to battle each other, is Juan Pablo Montoya in the 42 and Dale Jr. in the 88. Jr. has been dropping like a rock since the drop of the green flag, and this is going to allow Montoya to try and fight for a top 10 spot. Montoya in the draft of the 88 machine. Can he try to make a move? Drives it in deep into the final chicane. Got to the rear bumper. Laid a hit on him there. Couldn't quite make the move. Fred Jones takes advantage of a mistake from Casey Mears. He's going to get past him. Heading down into turn 1. Papyrus Racing is so back. I know they share a namesake, but it's expected that they will announce the return, as that is basically the original driver in the original car. I know it's a new type of car, but still, they're in the same, they operate out of the same shop as Papyrus Racing, so it's expected that Mack Motorsports will go ahead and make that announcement that the 86 car will be back under the Papyrus Racing banner. While they share a shop, it won't be the same. It'll be kind of like the Wood Brothers and Penske in modern day NASCAR. Uh-oh, look at this. Got a battle brewing for P4 here. Kenseth seems to have slowed up quite a bit, and he's going to be holding this group up behind him. So Boyer, Stewart, and Newman there, all going to try to get by that 17 car. See the 33 of Boyer trying to close the gap. Not quite able to catch Kenseth, but staying close nonetheless. Slager still leading here at the Daytona Road Course. We're going to jump ahead a little bit. And we have a caution. What is it for? Oh wow, this caution's been out for a hot minute, huh? What brought this caution out? It's an interesting development. We're going to watch the pace car, see when the lights turn on. Right there. Must have been some debris somewhere on this racetrack. And now getting reports that there are rain droplets somewhere on the track. Sounds like an oval turn 4. Getting a little bit of rain. MG Cup officials erring on the side of caution and throwing that yellow. So that is very interesting. Looks like it was a brief shower. I don't see anything over there now. A light mist, if anything. So it's not expected that this will be a long yellow. As you see, they went through there. And I mean, they didn't really break grip. So we haven't lost a track or anything. It's just a slight shower that touched the track entering the oval, turn 3. And about halfway through 3 and 4 there. So we're going to go ahead and clean that up. Dry it off. Drivers are gonna roll through there under this yellow and probably, oh, we're wrecking under caution. What? All right, guess we didn't just see that, but we had some checkups there that caused Johnson and another car to go around. Looks like they're going to be able to get their spots back, but the field's all bunched up in an effort to continue to dry this track off, and this is an interesting development under the yellow. It's the running order is all jumbled up, and they did take an extra caution lap to kind of, one, sort things out, and two, dry this racetrack. Green flag is back in the air. Jeff Gordon jumped to the inside. He takes the lead from Slager, and now Slager's going to lose another spot to Tony Stewart. Very unfortunate circumstances for Ian with an untimely caution, and he loses the lead on the restart just like the Grand National race. We got a caution yet again, as that's Matt Kenseth in the tire barrier. So instead of looking at the race back, we're just going to go ahead and watch what happened here. Looks like Ryan Newman got to his left side there. Kenseth moved over and took both of them out. I'm not sure Newman or Kenseth was expecting Newman to be there. And on road courses, it is a little bit harder for spotters to see. We saw a similar incident with Clint Boyer and Jeremy Mayfield. Oh, man. At Sonoma. Ended just about the same way there. That's just really unfortunate. As we pick up the end of this race back to the caution flag, Gordon out in front, heading through the big oval. 3 and 4. Stewart reeling him in. Look at the lunge from Slager. Completely catches the two drivers that used to be our road course ringers here in the series. But now, as we've got better road racers from other disciplines of racing, or in Ian Slager's case, a driver that almost exclusively did road sim racing. Got drivers that understand it like nobody else, mixing it up with these guys that have naturally just adapted to these kind of tracks and gotten pretty good at them with these cars and understand these cars better than anybody. So we have some shenanigans here under the yellow as we try to bunch the field back up yet again. A lot of checking up and just issues here. Looks like they're finally going to sort the order out here. And Stewart's not going. Here comes Slager. Gordon didn't go. He almost went too early. He had to check up. Here comes Slager with the run. Slager back to the inside. Ian Slager, can he steal it back? He's going to clear Gordon out of turn number 1. Gordon sideways through the S's. Here comes Kyle Busch on the outside. Down into the International Horseshoe. It's a one-lap shootout, and Ian Slager has retaken the lead under some dubious circumstances with this lineup shuffling going on. Under the caution, Kyle Busch right behind the 24, looking for second place. How about Clint Boyer up to third? After winning at Sonoma, he's showing that he can hang on these road courses too. He's trying to hang on to that fourth place spot as Tony Stewart hounds away at his back bumper, trying to regain some of those positions he lost on the restart. big break between Stewart and Dale Jr., who's just trying to hang on. He's got Fred Jones and Denny Hamlin behind him. Jones looking inside, down the back straightaway, into the bus stop, side by side through the chicane. Hamlin trying to take advantage. He's going to try and make a move on Jones. Jr. is going to hang on to that position. Way out in front, it's all Ian Slager, the rookie, looking for his first career win. Not exactly a rookie, my bad, but this is the first real opportunity driving the best car Mac Motorsports has to offer. He comes out of the final chicane. Slager is a winner in the MG Cup Series. And close racing behind. Everyone makes it through. Ian Slager wins his first ever MG Cup Series race here at the Daytona Road Course. And it was a hard-fought victory. Just like his team owner did, who has won at just about every road course there is here on the schedule. Slager is a winner on the lefts and rights here at Daytona. That is going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. And until then, peace.